watching News at 10. Our headlines tonight. MOE to restructure several national education system. All hiking activities at Gunung Suku suspended. The Ministry of Education, MOE, will improve several structures of the country's education system in the near future. Senior Education Minister Dato' Dr. Razmi Jidin said some of the planned improvements have been implemented and the rest will be announced soon. Elaborating further, the senior minister said among the improvements that would be given attention by his ministry was the provision of an application platform for scheduling and grading schools nationwide. He added the ministry will also restructure the teacher transfer process, where applications can be made throughout the year by involving 4 transfers a year according to the suitability of the place applied for and the subject options in the state concerned.
Guru ini kadang-kadang bila dia tempatkan sebuah sekolah, dah ramai cikgu mengajar mata pelajaran yang sama, dia kena ajar mata pelajaran lain. Tapi bila dia mengajar mata pelajaran lain, perkara ini tidak direflektkan, tidak ditunjukkan dalam maklumat di e-operasi sebagai option mata pelajaran dia. Jadi bila dia mohon pertukaran, dia akan mohon pertukaran berdasarkan apa yang ada ikhtisas mereka. Jadi dia akan kata, kami dah lama mengajar mata pelajaran lain pun, dah 10 tahun. Tapi bila nak masuk ke negeri ini, nak kena ikut mata pelajaran ikhtisas asal. Jadi ini menimbulkan kekangan.
He said this at a press conference after officiating the launch of the National Level 51st Teachers Day 2022 celebration at University Malaysia Kelantan UMK in Bachuk, Kelantan. At the event, Datuk Dr. Adi Badr Zaman alias Badr Zaman Tuah was named the Tokoh Kepimpinan Pendidikan Kebangsaan 2022, while Roslan Yatim was announced recipient of the Anugerah Tokoh Guru Kebangsaan 2022. Meanwhile, Dato' Dr. Razi said a centralised database system will be developed to allow a more effective and smoother students' data collection process. The Johor State Government has allocated 8.8 million ringgit to upgrade teachers' rooms statewide. According to Johor Menteri Besar Dato' On Hafiz Ghazi, the allocation will benefit 1,775 schools in the state. He added each schools will receive 5,000 ringgit and the assistance is expected to benefit more than 53,000 teachers. The Menteri Besar also said the special financial assistance is a sign of appreciation to teachers, as well providing a comfortable and conducive space for them after completing their teaching and learning period in classrooms.
Saya harap mereka akan menggunakan peruntukan ini sebaik mungkin bagi memanfaatkan peruntukan yang diberikan. Seperti saya sebut tadi, ia melibatkan bantuan sebanyak 8.8 juta ringgit daripada Kerajaan Negeri Johor bagi tujuan ini.
He was met after visiting the Maktab Sultan Abu Bakar MSAB in Johor Bahru. Dato' On Hafiz also announced an allocation of 200,000 ringgit to Maktab Sultan Abu Bakar to upgrade the school's hall facilities. MSAB is the oldest school in Johor, which was established in 1914 and has produced many prominent figures who have contributed to the country. Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ismail Sabri Yaakob hopes that teachers will continue to serve with dedication and carry out the trust to educate the children of the Keluarga Malaysia. In conjunction with the Teachers' Day celebration today, he said 16 May was a meaningful day for educators for their services and sacrifices in educating the nation. In a post on his Facebook page, the Premier conveyed his appreciation to teachers nationwide for never get tired of being a beacon for the Malaysian family. The Prime Minister also described teachers as candle that illuminate people's life for a lifetime despite challenges. He added this year's Teachers' Day celebration themed Guru Tunjang Sekolah Sejahtera coincide with their commitment to always give their best in producing the country's future generation. The Ministry of Health MOH today announced an increase in admittance into public health facilities due to COVID-19. Health Director General Tan Sri Dato' Nur Hisham Abdullah said there is an increase of 38% in admissions to hospitals and low-risk quarantine and treatment centres PKRC per 100,000 populations during the Aidilfitri celebrations week. The number of COVID-19 patients admitted to public hospitals for every 100,000 residents has also increased by 100%, involving all categories of patients. The number of cases in Category 1 and 2 has also doubled and is now 2 per every 100,000 population. Tan Sri Dr. Nur Hisham said the percentage of PKRC bed usage increased by 100%, while non-critical bed usage was up by 18%. However, the Health Director General said the use of beds in the intensive care unit ICU along with the use of ventilators has dropped by 10%. He also said a spike in cases was to be expected following the festive season. The search and rescue team has found human body parts believed to be that of 2 female climbers who were reported missing in a water surge incident while climbing Gunung Suku, Simpang Pulai, Perak. Perak Fire and Rescue Department Assistant Director Operations Muhammad Shahrizal Aris said the body parts were found under a pile of wood at 10:20 a.m. today. He said the department have yet to determine whether the body parts they found so far belong to the missing climbers.
Itu pun tak boleh dapat kena pasti sebab apa, kita pun tak dapat exactly tempat yang ni, tapi tempat yang berasingan lah. Kiranya badan mangsa yang dijumpa pada pagi ni berada di bawah daripada yang kawasan tinggi yang kawasan air terjun tu lah. Tapi yang untuk kaki mangsa di bahagian atas. Tapi tak tahu sama ada kaki mangsa tersebut ataupun mangsa seorang lagi lah.
He added the torso was sent to Hospital Raja Permaisuri by non-HRB Ipoh for further action. Yesterday, Perak Police Chief Datuk Mio Farid Alatrash Wahid said in an incident at about 5 a.m, a group of 29 mountain climbers heard the sound of raging water while climbing Gunung Suku and decided to turn back. However, he said while on the way down to the foot of the hill, raging waters hit the climbers and 2 women mountaineers were swept away by strong currents. The 2 victims were identified as Si Su Yan 32 and Ng Yi Chu 46. 27 climbers were later found safe by the rescue team. Meanwhile, the Perak Forestry Department has temporarily suspended all hiking activities at Gunung Suku following the water surge incident. Its director, Datuk Muhammad Zain Yusof, said this was because of the rather dangerous situation currently caused by heavy rain that even resulted in a water surge in the area yesterday. He added checks revealed that no logging license was issued in the vicinity of the area. The department also took part in the search and rescue operations of the missing victims along with the police and fire and rescue. During the operation, pieces of human flesh believed to be the missing victims were found 300 to 400 meters from the location of the incident. Police have obtained a 7-day remand order from today until 22 May against the guardians of an 8-year-old girl who died due to suspected abuse. The remand order was issued by Magistrate Anis Hanini Abdullah on the victim's uncle and aunt at the Ipoh Magistrate Court today. The couple, both aged 40, were remanded to facilitate investigations under Section 302 of the Penal Code for murder. In a statement issued yesterday, Perak Police Chief Commissioner Datuk Mio Farid Alatrash Wahid said the girl is believed to have died as a result of abuse. He said the girl was brought to Hospital Raja Permaisuri Bainon by ambulance on Sunday and was pronounced dead at about 1:45 a.m. A post-mortem conducted by a pathologist of the hospital's forensic department found that the child had died from blunt force trauma. Coming up next, wheat products price to soar following India's export ban. The price of wheat-based products in Malaysia are expected to soar following India's decision to ban wheat export. Deputy Minister of Agriculture and Food Industry, Dr. Nik Muhammad Zawawi Saleh said other wheat importer countries will also feel the impact.
Tempat kita ni ialah kita makan juga gandum, tapi dia bukan makanan asasi yang nombor satu lah dalam negara kita. Tapi kita tidak nafikan mana-mana pihak, mana-mana negara macam jagung, bila Brazil, Argentina, Chile, bila dia stop ekspor dia, kecuali sedikit saja, maka bahan ini melambung. Dan untuk makluman, insya-Allah negara kita dalam orang panggil perancangan untuk kita tanam jagung secara besar-besaran dalam tempoh yang terdekat ini.
He said this when met by reporters in Pasir Mas today. India exported 7 million tons of wheat valued about $2 billion in its 2021-2022 financial year, and half of it was bought by Bangladesh. India's wheat production this year has suffered due to a heat wave. The country is also confronted with rising food inflation due to higher global commodity prices following the Ukraine-Russia conflict. Business programs led by the Ministry of Environment and Water Malaysia KASA at the recently concluded Expo 2020 Dubai have provided opportunities for local industries to expand their green footprint globally, with a total of 16.33 billion ringgit of potential trade and investment leads garnered. In a statement today, KASA said the trade and investment leads were generated through the signing of 19 partnership documents with parties from various nations, as well as 246 business inquiries received during business matching sessions. The Memorandum of Understanding MOU, Memorandums of Cooperation and Letters of Intent signed alone are valued at 12.31 billion ringgit. The ministry had hosted 5 trade and business programs during the expo to promote sustainable solutions relating to environmental and water sectors. The programs were participated by 72 companies who were given opportunities to link up and partner with global partners, including from the United Arab Emirates, UAE. Foreign Minister Datuk Seri Saifuddin Abdullah will host his Singaporean counterpart, Dr. Vivian Balakrishnan, in conjunction with the latest 3-day working visit to Malaysia starting tomorrow. The Foreign Ministry in a statement said both ministers are scheduled to meet and exchange views on broad-ranging bilateral, regional and international issues of common interest. During the visit, Balakrishnan is also scheduled to have an audience with the Sultan of Perak, Sultan Nazrul Muizzuddin Shah. The visiting minister will also meet with the Senior Defence Minister, Datuk Seri Hishamuddin Tun Hussein, Chairman of National Recovery Council, Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, and Terengganu Menteri Besar, Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Samsuri Mukhtar. The Foreign Ministry views the visit by Dr. Vivian Balakrishnan as an excellent opportunity for Malaysia and Singapore to further strengthen the long-standing relations and multifaceted cooperation between the two countries. In 2021, Singapore was Malaysia's second largest trading partner and the largest within ASEAN, with a total trade amounting to 267.11 billion ringgit. Malaysia have advanced to the semi-finals of the 31st SEA Games men's football competition with an unbeaten record after drawing 2-2 with Cambodia in their final Group B match at the Thien Truong Stadium in Nam Dinh, Vietnam today. The first 45 minutes of the game was lackluster, but the Cambodians, coached by Ryu Hirose, managed to break the deadlock at the end of the first half through a penalty kick by Chon Chanshaf, awarded after the ball hit the hand of Quentin Cheng. The equalizer came after Tang Bunchai pushed Muhammad Shafiq Ismail in the penalty box before Muhammad Hadi Fayed Abdul Razak calmly scored from the spot in the 51st minute for his first goal at the Games. However, Malaysia's joy was short-lived as Cambodia went ahead again 10 minutes later through substitute striker Narong Kakada, who made a quick run away from Muhammad Ubaidullah Shamsul Fazili before blasting in his team's second goal. Muhammad Hadi then equalised in the 68th minute for the 2-2 scoreline. Artistic gymnast Rachel Yeoh claimed her second SEA Games gold medal in Hanoi today. Rachel emerged victorious in the women's balance beam event with a 12.567 total at the Kwang Wah Gymnasium Centre. The Philippines' Alia Finnegan-Cruz came in second on 12.367, while bronze went to Vietnam's Pham Nu Puong, 12.167. Rachel earlier won gold in the women's uneven bars event when she scored 13 points to beat Vietnam and Singapore at Kwang Wah Gymnasium Centre on Sunday. The 23-year-old Rachel also won bronze in the all-around individual event. Coming into the Hanoi edition of the Games, pressure was mounting on Rachel to be the gymnast to deliver after Farah and Abdul Hadi stepped down from competition. In the 2019 Manila SEA Games, Rachel won bronze and Farah Ann won the gold for the balance beam event. Khairi Adib Azhar has bagged a gold for Malaysia in the Pencak Silat competition at the ongoing 31st SEA Games today. Khairi Adib beat Indonesia 50-49 in the men's 50-50 kilogram silat tanding category, and it is the second silat gold medal for Malaysia at the Hanoi Games. In a controversial final, Malaysia's Khairi Adib Azhar won the SEA Games men's silat tanding class B 50 to 55 kg gold today in Hanoi. Khairi Adib was trailing by 9 points, 50-59, with 4 seconds left when his Indonesian opponent Khairuddin Mustaqim kicked him in the face. This led to the judges penalising Khairuddin for the illegal kick by deducting 10 points from the Indonesian. As a result, Khairi Adib overtook Khairuddin by 1 point and was declared the gold medal winner. The 20-year-old's feat continued the legacy of his father, Azhar Ahmad, who won a gold medal when Malaysia hosted the 2001 SEA Games. When met by reporters, Khairi Adib said he was very grateful for the success, as his mission in Hanoi was to win a gold medal after only winning bronze in the 2019 edition in Manila, where he lost to the same opponent in the semi-finals. Restructure several national education system. Join us for updates at noon at 12:30 tomorrow. I'm Shuhaida Arifin. Happy Teachers Day. Thank you for watching.